G'day, I'm McCarthy from Down Under. I've got a couple of old Australian folk songs for you. They're both about the cattle industry in Australia, so I thought I'd meld the two songs together. The first is called the Overlander, sometimes known as the Queensland Drover, and the second is called 1,000 Miles Away. A couple of funny words in the second one. For example, Barcoo. Now the Barcoo is a river way out west, and Nardoo is a swamp grass that grows on the banks of the Barcoo, and it's what the cattle used to eat. I got the old Maton guitar, the old Australian guitar, out of the cupboard, and I'm raring to go. There's a trade you all know well, and it's bringing cattle over from every trek to the Gulf and back, men know the Queensland Rover. So pass the belly round, boys, don't you let the pint pot stand there, for tonight we'll drink the health of every overlander. I come from the northern plains, where the grass and the girls are scanty, where the creeks run dry or 10 feet high, and it's either drought or plenty. So pass the belly round, boys, don't you let the pine pot stand there, for tonight we'll drink the health of every overlander. There are men from every land, from Spain and France and Flanders. They're a well-mixed pack, both white and black, the Queensland Overlanders. So pass the belly round, boys, don't you let the pint pot stand there, for tonight we'll drink the health of every overlander. Now here's the one called 1,000 Miles Away. Hurrah for the Roma Railway, hurrah for Cobb and Co. All for a good fat horse or two to carry me westward home. To carry me westward home, my boys, that's where the cattle stray, on the far back to where they eat Nardoo, 1,000 miles away. So give your horses rein across the open plain. We'll ship our meat both sound and sweet, nor care what some folks say. And frozen we'll send home the cattle that now roam on the far Barcoo, where they eat Nardoo, 1,000 miles away. Knee deep in grass we've got to pass, for the truth I'm bound to tell, where in 3 weeks those cattle get as fat as they can swell. As fat as they can swell, my boys, 1,000 pounds they weigh, from the far Barcoo where they eat Nardoo, 1,000 miles away. So give your horses rein across the open plain. We'll ship our meat both sound and sweet, nor care what some folks say. And frozen we'll send home the cattle that now roam on the far Barcoo where they eat Nardoo, 1,000 miles away. On the far Barcoo where they eat Nardoo, 1,000 miles away. See you later.